Hello, beautiful souls. It's so good to be here with you today. In this space, we're all about embracing our imperfections and finding our strength. Today, we're exploring how to shift from a victim mindset to an empowered perspective. This journey is about recognizing that while we may not always control our circumstances, we always have power over our responses. It's about choosing courage over comfort, choosing to be defined not by what happens to us, but how we rise above it. And the beautiful thing is, this transformation starts with small, everyday actions. Each tip we'll delve into will be accompanied by a real-life example, something you can relate to, something that can help you see the power you hold within. This is about getting real with ourselves. So often when something difficult happens, our instinct is to push the feelings down, to pretend we're not hurting. But vulnerability, dear friends, is not weakness. It's our most accurate measure of courage. When we allow ourselves to feel, really feel, we create space for healing. Imagine a scenario, a setback at work. Perhaps you were passed over for a promotion. Feel the disappointment. Let yourself say, "I'm sad. This hurts." Don't judge yourself for the feeling. Just acknowledge it. You're not falling apart. You're experiencing life. And in that experience, in the rawness of that emotion, lies incredible strength. Because when you stop fighting your feelings, you can start understanding them. You can start asking, what is this feeling trying to teach me? Maybe it's showing you a need to speak up for yourself more, or to pursue a different path that aligns more with your values. The key here is not to get stuck in the feeling, but to let it move through you, to learn from it, and to let it guide you towards a place of greater understanding and ultimately, greater empowerment. This isn't about blaming ourselves. It's about empowering ourselves. It's about shifting from, why is this happening to me, to what can I do about it? Let's say you experience a personal failure. A project you poured your heart into doesn't work out. It's easy to fall into the trap of blaming external factors, circumstances, or other people. But true empowerment comes from owning your part. Ask yourself, what could I have done differently? What did I learn from this experience? Taking responsibility isn't about dwelling in guilt or shame. It's about claiming your agency. It's about recognizing that you have the power to learn, to grow, and to make different choices moving forward. This shift in perspective, this willingness to own your part, is incredibly liberating. It allows you to move from feeling powerless to feeling powerful, from feeling stuck to feeling capable of creating change. Our thoughts, dear friends, have incredible power. They can either lift us up or hold us back. When we're in a victim mindset, our inner critic runs rampant. We tell ourselves stories that diminish our worth and limit our possibilities. Imagine you've just experienced a rejection, maybe a romantic rejection. Your mind might start spinning with thoughts like, I'm not good enough, or I'll never find love. These thoughts, while understandable, are not truths. They are simply stories we're telling ourselves, stories often rooted in fear and insecurity. The key is to challenge these negative thoughts. When you notice that inner critic rearing its head, pause. Don't engage in a battle, but simply observe the thought. Then, consciously choose to replace it with a more positive and empowering affirmation. Instead of "I'm not good enough," try "I am worthy of love and belonging." Instead of "I'll never find love," try "I am open to love coming into my life in its perfect time." These affirmations may feel awkward at first, but with consistent practice, you'll start to rewire your inner dialogue, creating space for more self-love, resilience, and ultimately, empowerment. Goal setting is a powerful act of self-empowerment. It shifts us from passively hoping for things to get better to actively creating a better reality. But here's the thing. When we're in a victim mindset, we often set ourselves up for failure with unrealistic expectations. We try to make grand leaps, only to fall short and feel even more defeated. Instead, start small. Set achievable goals that build your confidence and momentum. Imagine you want to improve your physical health. Instead of aiming for a marathon right away, start with a simple goal of walking 10,000 steps a day. This small, consistent action can have a ripple effect on your overall well-being. As you achieve these smaller goals, you build trust in yourself, you prove to yourself that you can follow through, that you are capable of creating positive change, and that, my friends, is a powerful antidote to the victim mindset. It's about taking back your power, one step at a time. Remember, you don't have to climb the entire staircase today, just focus on taking the first step. A growth mindset is essential for overcoming a victim mindset. It's about shifting from a fixed view of ourselves and our abilities to a belief that we can learn, grow, and evolve. Imagine you've poured your heart into a project and it fails. Instead of seeing this as a confirmation of your inadequacy, approach it with a growth mindset. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use this as an opportunity to grow? This shift in perspective transforms setbacks into stepping stones. It allows you to see failure not as a full stop, but as a comma, a pause before a new sentence, a new chapter. When you approach life with a growth mindset, you're constantly evolving, learning, and becoming a more resilient and empowered version of yourself. And that's an incredibly beautiful thing. Gratitude has the power to shift our entire perspective. When we're consumed by negativity and self-pity, it's hard to see the good that surrounds us. But when we deliberately choose to focus on what we're grateful for, our whole world begins to change. Try incorporating a simple gratitude practice into your daily life. Maybe it's starting a gratitude journal, where you write down 3 things you're thankful for each day. Or perhaps it's expressing your appreciation to someone you love. These seemingly small acts have a profound impact on our well-being. They remind us that even in the midst of challenges, there's always something to be grateful for. And as we focus on the good, we invite more of it into our lives. We start to see possibilities where we once saw limitations, and we begin to feel a sense of abundance even in the face of adversity. One of the most courageous things we can do is ask for help. So often when we're struggling, we isolate ourselves, believing we have to tough it out on our own. But the truth is, dear friends, we are wired for connection. We are not meant to go through life's challenges in isolation. Reaching out to a trusted friend, family member, therapist, or support group can make all the difference. Imagine you're feeling overwhelmed by a situation. Instead of bottling it up, allow yourself to be vulnerable. Share your struggles with someone who cares. You might be surprised by the relief and strength you find in simply being heard and understood. Remember, asking for help is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. It's a recognition that we don't have to have all the answers, that we're not meant to navigate life's complexities alone. And in that shared vulnerability, in that willingness to lean on others, we find incredible strength, resilience, and a renewed sense of hope. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from challenges, to adapt and thrive in the face of adversity. It's about building our inner strength so we can weather life's storms. There are so many ways to cultivate resilience. One powerful tool is mindfulness. Practices like yoga, meditation, or breathwork can help us calm our nervous systems, regulate our emotions, and cultivate a sense of inner peace. Imagine you're feeling stressed and overwhelmed. Instead of getting swept away by the chaos, take a few moments to practice deep breathing. Feel your breath grounding you in the present moment, bringing you back to a place of calm and clarity. This simple act can make a world of difference. Resilience is not about being invincible. It's about knowing how to access your inner strength when you need it most. It's about developing the tools and practices that help you navigate challenges with grace and resilience. Self-compassion is about treating ourselves with the same kindness, care, and understanding that we would offer to a loved one. When we're in a victim mindset, we tend to be incredibly hard on ourselves. We judge our mistakes harshly, dwell on our perceived failings, and deny ourselves the grace we so freely offer to others. Imagine you've made a mistake that's causing you distress. Instead of berating yourself, try offering yourself some self-compassion. Talk to yourself as you would talk to a dear friend. Acknowledge your pain, offer words of comfort, and remind yourself that you are worthy of love and forgiveness, even when you stumble. Self-compassion isn't about letting ourselves off the hook. It's about recognizing that we're all human, that we all make mistakes, and that those mistakes don't diminish our worth. When we offer ourselves compassion, we create a safe and nurturing inner space where we can heal, grow, and ultimately thrive. Action is the antidote to the victim mindset. It's about shifting from feeling powerless to feeling empowered, from waiting for things to change to actively creating the change we want to see. This doesn't have to be about grand gestures. It's about taking small, meaningful steps in the direction of our goals and values. Imagine you've experienced a setback, a job loss perhaps. Instead of allowing yourself to be defined by this event, Choose to take action. Update your resume, reach out to your network, explore new opportunities. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a victory. It's a declaration that you are not a victim of your circumstances, but a powerful creator of your own reality. And as you take action, you'll find that your confidence grows, your sense of self-efficacy expands, and your belief in your own power becomes unshakable. As we conclude this journey together, I want to leave you with this. The path from victim to victor is a journey of courage, self-discovery, and relentless self-love. It's about choosing to see ourselves not as defined by our circumstances, but as empowered creators of our own reality. Remember, each step you take, no matter how small, is a move towards a more empowered and fulfilling life. Be gentle with yourself, embrace the journey, and celebrate every victory along the way. You are capable of incredible things, my friends. Believe in your own power and never stop reaching for the life you deserve. Sending you all love and strength on your journey.